Hey guys, welcome to my studio. It's Andrea, and today we're going to be using my Cricut Air 2 to make a baseball tee with a little ladybug with hearts on it, and I thought this was super cute to do a vinyl video on. So we're going to do a vinyl layering, which is two colors, obviously the black and the red, and we're going to jump to Design Space to make this. So if you're a Cricut Access member, you can get this for free. It's one of their free designs. And all you need to do is size it to fit what you want, and you're ready to use it. So up on the right hand side of is your panel, and you can look at the different layer colors. So we have black, which by touching the eye you can take away, and you can take away the red just by touching the eye, and you can bring them back by doing the same thing. You'll just touch the eye and it'll pull everything back. And basically that's just showing you how many colors you have and what all is in that layer. So now that we have that, I pre-cut my vinyl and it's ready to go on my machine. Now these are just scrap pieces of vinyl. I didn't have to pull out any of my big rolls, which is great. So I highly recommend you save your scraps. And I'm having trouble with this mat sticking in the corner, even though it's clean. It just doesn't want to hold. So I just put some painter's tape down and it works perfectly. It doesn't hurt your mat at all. And now we're ready to go to the machine and get cutting. So this machine is to the left of my main crafting station, and this is my lilac machine, obviously. And with the Cricut Air 2, you have to remember to have your dial set on Iron On and load your mat, and then click the little flashing Cricut and it'll begin to cut. So I sped this up so you don't have to sit through the entire thing, but I just wanted you to see, like, even changing your mats out. I wasn't sure if anybody had issues with changing mats out or anything. So you change your mat out. Now you're all ready to go on to weeding your vinyl. So the next thing you want to do is put your mats away and put your covers on to keep the dust and hair and anything else that could get on them off. If you've watched my videos, you know that right in front of my desk is a wall, and that's where I hang all of my mats. Someday soon I'll be doing a studio tour for you guys, just not today, but I will get one done eventually. So now we're going to weed. This is my red. When you're weeding, you're taking out everything that you don't want on your design, and so you just have to make sure you're pulling out all of the pieces that aren't supposed to be ironed onto the shirt. I recommend going back to your computer or device and look and see what everything is supposed to come off, because there was an extra heart in here that I almost forgot and left in there until I looked back at the design, so I was glad that I double checked that. And now we have the black, which is the rest of our little ladybug. So today I'm using the same Iron On vinyl, which means I'm not using like any other, like I'm not using glitter vinyl or anything else, because different vinyls heat and have pressure at a different time and setting. So for today we're just doing a basic layering. So we just have two colors that we're going to fit in and layer nicely. So the important thing also to remember is that vinyl will shrink when heat is applied to it. So that'll come in to play once we start laying everything out and getting it ironed on. I'll explain a little bit more. So here's our shirt. I got this at Walmart. It was on clearance for like $2, and I'm just going to slide my little heat pad underneath into the shirt, so it just gives it a little bit more for whenever I push. And here's my little Easy Press Mini. Guys, I love that thing. I honestly never thought I would use it, but I really like it. So now we're going to go into Cricut, and Cricut has a heat guide, and all you have to do is Google like Cricut heat guide, and this will pop up. You select the machine that you have, which is your mini heat press. You go and it'll say like, what are you using? And I am using, it'll give you like all the options of what they have, and I'm just using regular Iron On. So that is at the top. I'm going to click on that, and then you have to click on it. It'll say, what material are you putting it on? So then it's going to know how hot it needs to come. So it's telling me I need to be on medium heat, and I need to heat the item for 25 seconds, moving it, like constantly moving it, and with little pressure. So now we're ready to go. I'm going to just, once it heats up, I'm going to heat the shirt to just kind of like iron out any of the wrinkles, because wrinkles are really bad if you put vinyl over them. They won't come out. They just stay there forever. I don't know how to get them out. I've tried. I've ruined shirts from a wrinkle, so I just always make sure that I have no wrinkles on the shirt before I press them. So when I use my big press, it's a lot easier, but with the mini press, I wanted to, like, I don't think I've done a shirt yet with the mini press. This will be the first one. So I want to make sure that I have no wrinkles. So now we're going to find the center of our design, and I'm just matching up the ladybug's little antennae, and I'm going to fold, yep, our press is ready. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to fold the top and the bottom. I'm not going to press on the actual vinyl to put a fold in that. And then here I am just taking all the wrinkles out, and this heats up the shirt nicely to get it ready for your vinyl. So it's important when you're doing this to layer the proper item first. So when we get into like multiple layers, like a lot of layers, we're going to talk about that, of how you need to be careful which layer you're putting down first. But with this one, it really didn't matter, but I just wanted to bring that up in case you're doing more than 2 layers. So now that that's on, I'm rechecking the guide, and it's telling me basically again that I need to light pressure. If you keep scrolling down, it gives you more and more information, is what I'm showing you on the app. And so then we're going to put a covering over it, and we're going to count for 25 seconds. Guys, I didn't count. I'm tacking this down, so I'm giving it some heat, because like I said, vinyl shrinks whenever it gets hot, and if you get it too hot, your layers won't add up. Like, they won't fit together as well if they're too hot. So I just gave it a few seconds of heat, and now I'm going to put my second layer on. Like, they actually say, like, I've done up to like 3 seconds, pulled it, made sure it was down, and then put my next layer on for things that have a lot of different layers. So here now, I'm just going to line this up. And again, I'm just going to tack that down as well. So tacking down is just making the vinyl hot enough to stay on the fabric. That's all that's all you're doing. You don't want to just yank it off. You want to make sure, you want to take your carrier sheet off carefully to make sure you're not ripping anything too hard. But all you want is enough heat, long enough to stick that vinyl onto the fabric until you do your final press. And again, that's just for shrinkage. That's just to help with things shrinking. So now it looks really good, and I'm going to do, I'm going to put the carrier sheet on it again, and I'm going to flip it upside down and give it the rest of its press that it needs. And the reason I put the carrier sheet down there is just so that the vinyl didn't stick to the presser board. And so it says like 15 seconds more on here, and it should be all ready to go. So now you can just pull the plastic off, and you are done. So that was super easy, right? 2 layers, super easy, came out really cute. I'm going to have more videos on a lot of layers. I just want to take it step by step with you guys so that you get an idea of the foundation, and then you can build from the foundation. So here it tells you about taking care of your vinyl. I believe it has the washing instructions. I'm pretty sure. I can't read what's on the screen, but this is a great app to use. I'm sorry, it's not an app. It's a great thing they have online for you to use. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it was easy to understand. If you have any questions, comment down below. Join the Facebook page. I'll have everything linked that I possibly can. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Stay warm and healthy and happy. Bye.